Thanks so much for having me here today, and it's such an honor and a pleasure to be here with you. I'd like to start off with a map, because that's so fundamental to the work that I'm doing. This is a map of the Catholic Church globally. To our knowledge, this is the first digital map of its kind. It shows different ecclesiastical jurisdictions at administrative 1, 2, and 3 boundaries. Then we can click on the map, and we can also start to see information like the bishop who leads the diocese and the province that the diocese is within. Something that's amazing about maps is the power of them to tell stories and also to provide really vital information. When you think about this, this is actually kind of momentous in a couple ways, because it is the first global digital map of the Catholic Church that we know of. It's also the first global map of a major global religion. So there are a couple major historical kind of moments behind this. We can look at changes in growing days by 2100 under RPC 8.5 as well, and we can connect that with the Catholic communities and begin to see which dioceses will lose the most growing days if we keep going forward business as usual. And what this means is people like Bishop Castriani within the Diocese of Manaus and his 1.4 million Catholics that he oversees, and the total of 2 million people will experience a loss of 143 growing days by 2100 if we do not take immediate action against climate change. This is very serious, and I hope that these maps make it even more personal to everyone in this room who is of a certain faith, the impacts of climate change. But I think there's great hope looking forward too. As we care for the earth, thoughtful land management strategies foster a clean environment, promote public health, address social justice concerns, add beauty to the world, and support life in its many species, which are vital to our survival. Sorry, I don't know how to turn that off. But the way we're treating the earth right now is completely unacceptable. We recently passed the 400 parts per million benchmark, which Lord Stern says there's a prediction that hundreds of millions of people will be displaced in the next 100 years due to this. The numbers are daunting, and we have so much at stake for addressing climate change and the social issues with it, and the impacts we are already seeing associated with it. So I see my role in this as the founder of the Catholic Geographic system to facilitate ecological land use planning that benefits the world's ecosystems and people while promoting interoperability among Catholic organizations globally. And the Catholic Geographic system has been designed for high impact, the efficient management of resources in such a way that is socially and fiscally sustainable. Under the umbrella of the Catholic Geographic system, there are 4 organizations which support each other. The Catholic Geographic Information System Center provides the data infrastructure and a hub for Catholic data and knowledge management. Catholic Geographic Incorporated provides cartography services and a store for maps. Catholic Geographic Society is much like the National Geographic Society. It provides an ongoing engagement in the ecological conversion. What we found throughout this project, even since I founded it a year ago, is that since Laudato Si, things are starting to level off a bit since its release, and in interest in the ecological respect among people, and we really want to keep that momentum going through telling stories with geography, which is actionable. The last organization is GoodLands, and that's a conservation and ecological planning organization that takes the information we map and puts it to work for environmental stewardship purposes. Catholic Healthcare oversees 26% of healthcare facilities in the world today. Catholic Education is the largest non-governmental network of education in the world. In 50 to 100 years, we want to see Catholic conservation and sustainability be the largest non-governmental network of its kind in the world, and we see maps as a critical part in bringing together partners to do that. So the Catholic Geographic system provides the means for understanding it. I'm going to talk specifically today about the information hub and how it can be really helpful for as an innovative approach to all the sustainable development goals that can rapidly, globally scale our project with GoodLands and also other Catholic community projects. So the hub helps facilitate digital transformation of Catholic organizations, and that's because when you put things on a map, you naturally have to create really solid, well curated databases with the data that you check. So that mapping actually begets the digital transformation. The hub for data management and infrastructure enables efficient, secure access, retrieval, and dissemination of information. What we will do to incentivize different Catholic NGOs to join our hub, beyond the few that have, the handful, I should say, that have committed to our SDI Phase 0 development, is to provide a marketplace for them. This can help reduce millions of dollars in data collection across Catholic organizations while providing a marketplace for them to incentivize sharing their data. There's a lot of jargon that just came out of my mouth, so let me explain that for a moment. If the Sisters of St. Joseph want to map their orders and Catholic Relief Services is going to respond to an earthquake, having the data infrastructure in place allows, say, Catholic Relief Services to quickly see where all the sisters are located, or to quickly see where all the other facilities are located that can be used for emergency housing within Catholic facilities. So the potential of this is immense when you start to think about the scope. The potential benefits of an enterprise GIS over time are in the magnitude of billions. Billions of dollars saved potentially. When you look at the returns on investment for projects like this, such as even just one county, King County in Oregon in the United States, it spent about $14.6 million on their GIS in the year 2010, and they saw a return on investment of $180 million that year alone. So this is not only helping create a sustainable future, but also to fund itself and benefit other Catholic organizations. In Laudato Si', Pope Francis says, along the lines that we're called to find new ways forward to address the issues of our day, and I truly believe that understanding ourselves spatially in relation to the issues at hand is part of our calling to moving forward in this age and with the serious issue of climate change. Thank you.